podcast. We're going to talk about what to buy and what to not buy in the store. I made this handy dandy, very simple, not too, not too, I guess, in deep type of budget sheet. We're just going to go through the basics. Um, so yeah, we're going to go with that. So the first thing I'm going to say as a suggestion, I suggest buying blue coins. Blue coins, best thing to use when you're budgeting. Also, in the long run, it's lowers down how much you're spending because you're not being hit by taxes. Because when you buy packs through Google or through Apple, there's the extra tax that it comes in. So you're paying more than what the pack is. With blue coins, you just pay what the pack is, if that makes sense. Everybody agree? That's a yes. So the next thing, when you are a new player, so this is more for like newer players who are starting. When you start your city, when you first start the game, there are two packs that you will see, which is the Road of Recovery pack and the War of Fanatic, which is the Officer Sales pack for 99 cents in American dollars. These two packs should be like your first purchase if you're trying to upgrade your city much faster. They're low. I think this one, the Road of Recovery, is probably like 9.99, which is like $10, or maybe it's cheaper. I'm not sure if it's changed. I didn't look. I only made a new city and went in and just took pictures. I didn't look at the price, but I'm pretty sure it's like 9.99. This Road of Recovery pack gives you everything you need to push your city to reach level 25. It gives you gold, it gives you everything you need, speeds, envelopes, Titan stuff, everything. And from there, with only 99 cents, you can buy one of the strongest officers, which is Zeus, because he's all about damage. And this is one of the ones that you want to have as as high as you can, because he's one of the best officers to have in the beginning and in the long run as well. So, ooh, why you're going down? Stay, stay. Okay. Um, can you guys hear me? You can listen to me. You hear me? Okay. All right.
All
So,
good here.
all right. So, what should I buy? It all depends what you're trying to focus on. So, there's a lot of things to focus on. So, it's kind of hard because there's Titans, Warplane, city equipment, city building, officers. What's the other thing? There is so much, but those five things are like mostly the main things people focus on for to have a stronger city. So the first thing we're gonna start with is budgeting Titans. Titans currently, even though we the warplane and the drill masters are getting a new update every now and then, are still the strongest thing a city can have. If a city has max Titans and low stats, that city can still beat majority of other players. So a solid foundation of Titans is key to any city's strength. Now, for somebody who's budgeting, the first thing you need to think about is how much you're gonna spend a month. So let's say your budget is $100 per month and you want to split that up in events and upgrading your city, which is kind of hard because you want to be in all events, you want to be in a good team. To be in a good team, you need to be very active in events, but to be active in events, you need to be kind of strong. So it's a lot to go in, but anyways, with Titans, you can get majority of their modifying fluid, their mutant meat, energy yards by doing Medici. Medici is one of the events where you can get most. modifying fluid if you have the gold. The more you buy packs, the more gold you get. So either way, just try to save your gold up for that stuff. Um, and also, Medici gives you a lot of uranium. If you progress through the levels, you get a lot of uranium from it. Another event that gives you things, Titan stuff, is Mother Doom. So do your Mother Dooms and Iron Grip. So the Mother Doom gives you the Empress fragments, and the Iron Grip gives you the male fragments. Now, most people, mostly you will be spending on the cube pack, which is the one that helps you, the last resource to help you upgrade Plate Titan to from green to blue, from blue to purple, from purple to gold. And that's something that you could get it in some events, but it's mostly depending on what you rank. Like the higher you rank in certain events, you get a couple of cubes from that. So this is like one of the things that you may have to purchase. So here I have like an example. So if you're budgeting, I would rather look at the weekly specials. If you go in the weekly special, tier 1 of the cubes for $5.99, you get 16 cubes. For tier 2 is $9.99. You get 22 cubes. Add those up, you get 38 cubes for the price of $15.99. But if you go to the regular store, tier 1, it's already $9.99 and it only gives you 13 cubes. Then $20 for tier 2, which is 21 cubes. You add those up, it's 34 cubes for double the price. So see what I mean? Like you rather go to the weekly special instead of going to the regular store. Mostly people that will go to the regular store are the ones that bought everything from the weekly special. That's mostly for people that can do that, like the whales. Only whales can do that. But those who want a budget, you gotta go where the sale is at. Somebody has a lot of background noise. I'm gonna mute you. Sorry. Mute. Okay. Anybody has a question? And before I move on?
Another good way of getting the source mutagen stones, the cube, is from the Alliance bounty event.
Yes, I'll get to the events part. No questions?
No, man.
Okay. So my point here with Titan is just look at weekly specials. The main thing of being for somebody to budget is patience. The game is a marathon, not a race. You have plenty of time to upgrade your city. But then again, not enough time depending your world where you are in. So you gotta like manage your spending and manage when you're gonna overspend to upgrade more. But in the beginning, if you start from the beginning, you should be fine. So always look at the weekly special and start buying cubes because everything else you can get it from the events. Now, Titan equipment is another thing that most events they give a lot of the alloys. So if you do Infinite Zombie, they have the you're muted. All right. So Infinite Zombies in the store, they give you two alloys. It's not much, but hey, it's something. If you buy those two alloys every day, it adds up. Triangle Wars gives you 80 alloys for only $2.99 when you are entering the Triangle Wars. The fishing event, which is going right now, if you go to tier 10, which is what was it, like 9.99 to tier 10, you get 100 alloys and all this extra stuff for only 9.99. All right. So it's not that bad. At least you get those extra alloys for a much lower price. Plus all this other things you can get like caddy and the healing packs and all that good stuff. The Escaping Upwards event gives you more Titan resources, like the alloys, the chip, all the other stuff. All you gotta do is the quest. Like the first few quests you do, it gives you hearts. So for 2.99, you buy 18 blocks. With those 18 blocks, you can buy some uranium, some recruitment speeds, some Titan alloys, or chocolate for the zombie girl. So for only 2.99, you can do all that and get all the stuff for a cheaper price. Now let's see. So for Titans, the only thing, not the only thing, but the orange, the orange thing that helps you upgrade the skill is mostly bought. Some events do give them, but you need like a lot of the what the event is asking you for to get it. So it's mostly something that you may have to buy. Unlike the alloys, where a lot of events do give them out and you don't have to buy uh, packs for it, if that makes sense. So if you look at the weekly special, tier 1 is $5.99, you get 11 chips. Tier 2 is $9.99, you get 17. For $15.98, you get 38 chips. But if you go to the regular store, you buy tier 1 and tier 2, you get 34 chips for $29.98. Again, avoid the regular store. Keep looking at the weekly specials. They're really you're buying more for half the price. Again, most people that go to the regular store are those that want to max upgrade, and by all means they can do that. But if you're on a budget, just focus on being on a budget and be patient. That's the most important thing, being patient. Now, any questions about Titan equipments? Yes? No? Question?
No.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Now, Titan equipment. What should you focus on? The Empress Escort is good to have. So, and now you're muted. Bye. Okay, so, sorry. Like when before you if you guys are planning to enter the Discord, just mute yourself first and then join in. Because of the earbuds I'm wearing, they're like super loud. Hey, Longberg, you're here to
Hey,
hold
what's
my
up?
hand.
Uh, can I
Yes,
hold your hand
yes,
virtually?
thank you. Okay, so you already you saw the spreadsheet. I'm at Titan Equipments, so I'm going through that. I'm saying Empress Escort is good to have. It's a strong skill. Steel Barrier is really good. These two are both in the female Titan. And Toxic Tail, avoid it. Don't spend on it. Don't even think about it. Focus more on the two bottom awakening skills. Just avoid Toxic Tail. Don't waste your chips on that. Now to the male Titan, Destructed Light. It's good to have. Helps you in uraniums and DOD and triangle. It's mostly individual attacks and for the other individual events. Thorn, really good to have. Same, uranium, DOD, triangle. Weekend energy, really good to have as well. So all three skills that the Titan equipment gives are really good. Again, avoid Toxic Tail. Do not spend on Toxic Tail. Any questions?
No.
Nope. Thank you. Moving on. Oh, and then I'm gonna put a link for this spreadsheet. You can read all this right here, whatever. It's a lot. Officers. As the same as Titans, that you need like a foundation of Titans. Having a foundation of officers is another good thing to have. So we're gonna go through each and one of them, but I made it short. First and foremost, Morgan. He's really good to have in max level. because he's your fleet size. Breakthrough, don't even waste your time on the breakthrough. It's not good. It's only for rallies, and who does rallies these days? Only newer worlds, but after a while you stop doing rallies. So ignore the breakthrough for Morgan. Save it for 6 stars. So save his fragments for 6 stars. Don't waste them in the breakthrough. All right.
I have a question for you.
All right. Sure. Shoot.
Why not the toxic tail for the queen titan? What's bad about it?
I don't think Chicken is
Not
hearing
enough.
me. Lumberg, are you
I was
there?
just asking.
Can you hear him? I can hear him.
Nope. Nobody can read. Okay. Talking sales
Did you hear him,
it's a
Nikki?
pretty weak. I hear him. It's a pretty weak skill. It's not it doesn't how would I say it? It doesn't help you as much as the other skills do. It's pretty weak. So yeah, it's not beneficial. It's I know it's a vague answer to give. I'm sure
It's just
chicken.
like it's just one of those skills that if you're a whale, then like yeah, for sure you're gonna go ham on everything, right? But for the average player, like Toxic Tail really doesn't help you at all in terms of team battles, and that's really what this game's all about, right? You got the other Titan abilities that are way more suited for, making your fleet stronger so that when you're playing as a team, you're generally overall a stronger city. So Toxic Tail is just so specialized towards just the Titan attack itself that it's not that great. It's not a great investment for the average player.
Thank you, Yo. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like Panda Exterminate. It's nice to have, but no, you don't really need it.
Oh
Yeah, it's
yeah,
an
like if
average
you want
player.
to, Lumberg was saying the other day, like if you really hate someone, then yeah, go ahead and max your panda out.
Yeah. So yeah, so for people who are on a budget and are average players, just don't waste your time with Toxic Tail. Thank you guys for that.
Yeah, I'll add one more thing. So Toxic Tail in the male Titan's last skill is incrementally more expensive in terms of the both the alloy and the chips needed to unlock it. So meaning you could almost unlock for the cost of Toxic Tail, you could unlock the 4 other, first and second equipment for the 2 Titans. It's just, really, really expensive to unlock it. And you just don't get your bang for your buck given that baseline cost.
Yeah, and what you could use in Toxic Tail, you can just straight away use it on the third skill in the male Titan, which is much stronger.
The one challenge with the Toxic Tail is that one of the alloy skills does give, one of the alloy impacts does give the zombie fleet size increase. So that's the only good thing, honestly, from the Toxic Tail.
Yeah, that's the reason why I went with the toxic tail, just for the zombie boost.
Yeah, that zombie boost is probably but the skill in itself is nobody has seen, like, from unlocking it versus right before they unlocked it, they haven't noticed a noticeable change in their battle stats. Like not battle stats, but like battle mechanics or results. So that's where that assessment comes from too.
Right. All right. So back
Thank you.
to yeah, thank you, Lumberg. Let's see. All right, so Saki, another officer you should focus on to increase fleet size. Her skill's good, pretty good for cross-nation events and uranium mines. So that's good to have. Lorraine is mostly for recruiting soldiers. It's good to have. If you increase her, you increase the speed time for recruitment. She's also good for like elite wars, but you should focus more on my suggestion, but everybody can comment on that, is to focus on her 6 star skills and get more recruitment speed and more recruitment soldier capacity, I think it's called. I'll take that as a yes. Everybody agrees. All right, in my opinion, if you are a void person or somebody who's in civil war or is always fighting, Braystar is your guy. He's increased wounded. His breakthrough skill is really good if you are quick enough to switch between when the battle's still going, because he does save you a lot while you're doing attacks. So if you do a lot of void, and if you are in a civil war and you don't want to lose too much troops, then Brave Star is good to have, and his skill at max if you can. Brave Star is pretty cheap, and so is Lorraine, because the game gives them um like in the distribution center, you can get him from there. You can get him from the elite orders. I think that no, elite envelopes, and they do give him a lot as well. Caddy is very good to have. Like, she is the destroyer of titans. So if you have a caddy and she's her breakthrough skill, you have it maxed or you have it, at a good level, it helps you a lot in the uranium mines because her skill focuses on the titans. Right, everybody?
Yes.
Thank you. So, Caddy, good to have. She's very rare to get from the elite envelopes. Um, but there is a little trick that I showed on my channel that you can do. I put a link so you guys can try it out. It gives you more chances in getting these more rare officers. The drill masters are very rare to get, honestly. But if you do what I showed in my channel, you may get lucky and get more of Caddy. Oh, thank you, King.
Kudos to V-Time for that one. That really helped a lot.
Yes, everybody thank Beat Time for his awesome knowledge. Simon is another good one. He increases your attack, and his breakthrough gives you damage reduction. And in the game, you're more focused on reduce damage and increase damage. Those two skills are really, it helps you a lot to have in much higher percentage. But for a budget person, I know it's a lot of officers, but again, there's the group buying event that gives you a lot of Alexandria, and Alexandria, she's the damage reduction girl. She's good for void. I know her skill only lasts 1 hour, but hear me out. If you and your team are doing a lot of group attacks, you might as well activate her during that 1 hour and save yourself the troops. And she's really good paired up if you do the Brave Star switch. So switching your Saki to your Brave Star. Actually, no. Switching your Morgan, keep your Saki, switch your Morgan to Brave Star, and then you have your Alexandria on. Then you're saving yourself. You're saving yourself a lot of troops. Maria, she's increased attack. Honestly, take your time with her. She's okay. She deals damage, which is good. This is good. But again, Maria, it's she's pretty new still, so take your time. The first ones that I spoke with, those are the ones that really you need to, you know, focus more. But like, hey, the game gives you them. There's a lot more chances to get those officers than the drill masters. So again, just take your time with Maria and Eric. Eric is pretty new. So you don't have to, get him, but it's nice to have him because he's the enemy stat reduction guy. But it's okay because it's a 30% chance. And I don't like chances. I just want it to do the thing, not say, "Oh, you might do the thing, but it's only going to last 2 seconds." So it's like, "Eh." Anybody want to comment on that? Okay. I guess I'm on a roll. All right. Tifa. So before the drill masters and all the other guys, Tifa was the
Hello?
main.
Sorry, I was.
Okay. Yes.
Did you see? I think it was Raz. He did something on the Eric's breakthrough skill. Big difference.
The what?
Just at level 1. Eric's breakthrough skill. Just at level 1 was a big difference in the battle.
Ah, okay. But he's still
Probably
kind of
wrong.
new. I mean, that is a good thing, but he's still new. So for somebody who's budgeting, just take your time because you still need
Yeah,
to
obviously.
focus on Morgan, focus on Saki, Lorraine. I mean, Lorraine, you can take your time with Lorraine. Again, the game gives you, you probably will give a bunch of Lorraines so in the elite envelopes if you just do it. Same with Braystar. Sorry, James. Okay. Let's see. Again, Tifa, it's good to have. She's the troop attack, increase your attack stat. Her skill is good. And then Kingsley, I wouldn't even bother. Just don't waste your XP on him, unless you like being attacked and you like doing defenses. That's on you. But if you're somebody who's actively attacking, you don't need Kingsley. You can just keep him at level 1. The game gives you his fragments like a lot. It just they just love giving him. So you can quickly raise them to 5-star, even and get 1 6-star skill. And he's pretty good. He's like I only use them just to roll my chances for me to select my own skill, if that makes sense. Instead of wasting it on rolling on the things that I already have. Um, but that's the only reason I use Kingsley. His skill is okay. It's good to have while doing group attacks. But if you're an average player, you're not a spender, you don't need to have it. Leave it to the whales. The whales can hit their skill on the city. Same with Stormbow. You increase him in level. Breakthrough skill, same thing. Leave it to the whales. They can put their skill because they most likely have it at a high level and just focus on getting his 6 stars. Aeon's really good to have because her skill, you can use it in Uranium Mine, you can use it in DoD, Triangle, during attacks. So I would say her skill is kind of like a must have if you are somebody who's actively attacking and defending. Sales is like a mandatory guy.
I have a question
Sure.
for Aeon. You can use her in Triangle and DoD, but when you set your army for the next day, does if you apply her then does it carry over to the defense for the next day?
So when the triangle event starts, the first defense you put in can stay. You don't even need to touch it. You just leave it there. The only thing you're setting
But
up
if
is your
you
attack at every time the event starts.
right, and you can use Eon then, and it helps. But if you when you set up your defense, and you don't have to, if you do it right, if you set Eon, does she remain for all the defenses?
Yes, because you set up your defense fleet. It's already set up. It should
Okay,
stay.
because it's 24 hours. It's 24 hours from the time you set it. So I figured her skill would dissipate after the hour. I'm going to start setting her for defense.
Like you're right. I'm not crazy, right? Because like I know for sure when DoD or Triangle starts, you set up your defense with your Aeon, your max boost, your max expansion. Because think about it, you're also expanding your boot and your buffing, and those only last an hour or so. So if logically if those 3 things go away, then you by force you have to go in every time to reapply your defense. So I'm pretty sure it stays just like everything else. It's the first time you put it in, you don't have to change it. You just leave it alone. You're only focused on changing your attack or adding your attack fleet, right?
And you
Okay,
can
Yeah.
thank you.
maximize
Yes,
everything. You
What
can
is
maximize everything by doing it within an hour of reset or less
mm-hmm,
than an hour of reset so that you can have your Aeon for your defense and your next attack,
correct.
as well as your other skills.
Yes, that's correct. The best way to think of it is whatever stats and skills are effective when you set the fleet is a snapshot of that, and that remains effective throughout the entire battle. One thing to keep in mind, if your Aeon skill is active and somebody attacks you while you're on defense, it will only trigger in that first battle, right? So once that skill, once somebody has attacked you, that skill dissipates if somebody, if they don't beat you and somebody else attacks you.
You'll need to reset it.
No, that defense
No.
fleet will be there through the end of the finals, unless you want
Okay,
to
but if you want,
change your fleet.
if someone attacks you and then the Eon buff gets used, you need to reactivate it by resetting your defense again for the next round.
No, 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 no,
No,
no.
the next round it will happen for the first attack as well.
Okay.
I just wanted to highlight that that Aeon buff doesn't last through each battle in that in one matchup, right? So it only applies to the first battle. You don't have to change
Right,
the fleet.
right.
It will always apply, but it'll only apply in the first battle.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And also, do not use it on Medici. It does not work for Medici. In case nobody knew, it does not work for Medici.
Well, that's important because, yeah, it takes so long for that stupid thing to recharge. You want to make sure you use it when it counts.
Right.
I'm sorry, I missed what you said. What doesn't work? Where?
So do not activate your Aeon skill for Medici. It does not work on for Medici. All right, moving on. So yeah, basically that's like the most simplest way I could write the officers for you. That's all you had to focus on. Oh, let's not forget Panda. Panda mostly for solo attacks. His skill again, it's okay. If you're in Civil War, and if you love to do SOS, then yeah, Panda's your guy. You can get his skill, double slaughtered, meaning slaughter and exterminate, but focus more on getting his 6-star because you get more increased stats instead of wasting the fragments on his breakthrough skill. Breakthrough skill is good to have. I mean, hey, if you do SOS, but like for an average player who is trying to budget, focus more on getting the 6-stars. Directors, Medici, the other Medici, Doc. Who's the other guy? There's only 4 of them. Yeah, there's only 4 of them. Those guys, you can leave them at level 1. You don't necessarily need to raise their levels unless if you are a farm, those are your guys for farming. But for your main city and you're on a budget, don't even bother. Just leave them at level 1. These guys, the game gives you them like 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 candy. Like they just give you them like easily. You can easily raise these guys without even buying their packs. Doc Gray is good to have. Very good on team attacks and solo attacks for his breakthrough skill. F Medici helps in defense, and I Medici helps in attacks. So if you are being a trap or a bait for Void or Frenzy, you put on your F Medici, and if your F Medici is like at a high level, it does help out the team when you're defending. Same with I Medici. Usually you'll be using I Medici during attacks. But you will always have your Doc Gray because again, Doc Gray the Doc Gray breaks through skill is really good to have. Anyone want to comment on that?
I
No.
concur.
Question,
Oh,
but
sorry.
not for this particular one. I have a question for Bravestar. Theoretically, yes, you can, flip him or like put him in the city in the middle of a battle. Does that mean that, for example, if you switch him with Morgan, the first aid skill of Morgan applies as well as the breakthrough skill from Bravestar?
Morgan is breakthrough skill is trash. It's just rally. You don't.
No, wait. I meant on Morgan as an officer, you're gonna have to put some skills, right? The 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars.
Yeah.
One of them has to be first aid because Of course it does. So when you swap out Morgan for Bravestar in the middle of a battle,
That's why you have
does
your
the buff from
Saki.
the first aid?
Saki can have
Oh,
first aid skills.
okay.
So Saki and Morgan can have they do kind of have the same 6-star skills. So mostly you'll switch your Morgan because you want to keep your Saki breakthrough because her breakthrough increases your cross nation stats and you don't want to switch that out because that will affect you during the battle because it will decrease your stats. So that's why you do Morgan because his breakthrough is not important. It's just rally. So don't even bother with that. All right. So to get more fragments on the officers, just do your dailies, your ruins, kill zombies for zombie XP, kill a lot of zombies for a lot of XP. Like that's like the best thing you can do. Like kill zombies. Buy some auto kill pack for $4.99 and then go ham and kill zombies and get a bunch of officers packs or books, which is nice to have for free, you know? You don't have to buy it from the store. Use the officer trick, the one that I showed on my YouTube channel. Again, increase your chances of getting these officers instead of buying the packs. Save yourself money and get that. All right. Anybody had any question of the officers before I move into the warplane?
Nope.
Thank you. All right, warplane. Warplane's still kind of pretty new. A lot of people are now starting to have gold, but those are the whales. Us normal players are still probably in blue. And some people are already in purple. And those who barely spend are in green. It's a marathon, not a race. So take your time. Warplane's still new. You should be focused more on your Titans instead. Now, for Warplane, Wednesday and Sunday, they sell the energy source, which is something you can probably get. It's like the XP. Yeah, that's the XP. You can get the XP like tier 1 and tier 2 for $14.99 in total, and that gives you 66 of those energies, which are 300 XP each. So that can for $15 you can raise the level of your warplane easily. On Fridays, it comes you get the skill pack, which you can upgrade the skill of the each level of the warplane it gives. So tier 1 and tier 2, $15 for 39 skills. Like hey, I'm only stopping from tier 1 to tier 2 because everybody's budget can be different. You are your own master and you are your own person who handles your wallet. So if you want to go more than tier 1 and tier 2 and go ham to tier 3 or 4, that's on you. You know your budget. You know how much you want to spend and you know how quickly you want to upgrade. Again, it's all about having patience. All right? You got to have some patience in you because the people that can buy and upgrade on the daily are the whales and they can do that. They have the right to do that and they can do it. But you as a person, you're not forced to do that. You got to budget and be patient, okay? Now, let's see. Doing your dailies. If you do your daily ruins for maybe 1 to 2 months or is it 3 months? I'm trying to remember, but I was just doing regular dailies and doing my ruins, and I get a lot of the I don't know what's it called, but it's the one resource from the warplane that helps you upgrade the warplane from green to blue, and so on. You get some good amount from the ruins, and if you do it daily, you can easily move up to tier green. Okay, yeah, thank you. Warplane modifying items. You can easily move up to tier 2 green without even buying a pack if you just do your daily ruins. And after that, it from 20 it increases to I think 50. Then maybe that's when you may start to buy packs for the modifying um item. So it all depends. So from that point, you start buying warplane alloy. So depending on your budget, okay? It all depends on your budget. Um, so most people will say if you're kind of done, like hey, you reach purple titan and your titan feels solid, like purple, you're fine being at purple. Gold is the goal anyways, but if you're at purple and you want to move into your war plane, you can go to blue. The golems are good. It's like an extra front line to have. And if you get to tier 2 blue, even better because it helps increase your golems. But most people, those that can go all the way to purple. Tier 2 purple is where it's at because the disruptive skill that the purple plane has is very strong. It's like if you are it's a very strong skill to have. So if you just want to have purple titan, purple plane, you can, and you still will be a solid city. Again, it's not a race, it's a marathon. Take your time. Now, there's the Road of Legend pack. For beginners, this pack right here, you will mostly buy a lot of it because it gives um things for the equipment, and it does give you a lot of extra stuff that you need. So you, as a newer player, you will buy this pack a lot. It's only for $9.99, but you do, if you do your dailies regularly, you will get the XP to unlock all the levels. So it's a good pack as a beginner. It's a good pack to have. And I guess as a long-term player, but for me, I don't buy it anymore. As a beginner, I used to, but now, not really. I don't need that much of what it gives, but for a new player, yes, buy it. All right. Any question on the warplane? Okay, moving on. CD equipment. There are two bets that did really good videos. Actually, not. Wait, I take it back. There is a bet and a YouTuber. These two guys made two videos of how to get more of the resources of the city equipments that without spending. So we have Barry from 385. He made a video, and Raz. They both made a video. They're pretty good to help you out what to get, or I mean, like how to get more for your equipment. Because again, an equipment is something that once you're at level 6 and they're gold, you're done. Legit, you're done. But a foundation of city equipment is important as well because again, once they're gold, once you maxed it out, it's done. You don't have to touch it ever again. But these two videos are good. I put a link in there. All right. Do when the bounty event comes up, if you do the quest, there's a bunch of quests that the event gives you that you don't have to spend. You can just save up and do the quest, or as I remember Lumberg suggested a while back, do the quest that tells you, hey, buy this much from the packs. So you buy what you usually buy, and then it gives you the XP to complete the event quest and get those extra rewards. Excuse me, sorry. The extra rewards it gives are pretty good. And I think it's like $9.99 to get those other rewards from the other side. So it's a pretty good event for that at a low cost, depending how you want to do it. You can either save up or you can just do the quest to buy if you were already gonna buy. The best event out there, the group event. The group buying event, pretty cheap, gives you a lot of Alexandria and other rewards for a really cheap price for only 2 packs. But as you know, if you have a whale, if you have a top one that is have a lot of spenders, you don't gotta worry about it. You just get your ticket and then you just buy both of the packs. They're pretty good and gives you a lot of Alexandria fragments. Any question on that topic?
She tried to get Ernie to do her job, and then when I came back from my meeting, she had hardly done any work.
You're muted. All right. Next, let's see. Um, Oops, my Discord spot is bugging. Okay, let's see what's next. All right, we're into the zone of what not to buy. I'm gonna be very obvious, but for beginners, they don't know. We all started somewhere, right? And we always thought that buying these things is good for us in the long run, but they're not. Troops, the troops packs, don't even bother. Don't even buy it. It's a waste. Avoid this pack. Don't even buy it. You can just get recruitment speed. You get a lot of recruitment speed from different events and doing your dailies. And you can just regularly recruit troops. You don't need to buy them. This is just a waste of money. Resources. If you are a person that do your dailies and you constantly are attacking, you get resources from your attacks. You get resources from your dailies. You get resources from your teammates if they send you some resources. But there's a lot of things that gives you resources. So who has a lot of background? Pixie Pants, I'm sorry, you're muted. All right. So resources, don't even bother. Just do your daily stuff and just farm. It's easy. No need to waste money on that. Save your monies on more important things that are your stats, your titans, warplane, and all that good stuff. Anything that can get from it, you can get from an event and killing zombies. So if you go to the regular store, there's the equipment packs, there's the officer packs, and there's a construction packs. If you, depending your budget, yeah, you may go to the equipment side of the store or wait for the weekly. So, wait for the daily. In the daily, I'm trying to remember which day it is that it gives you at a lower price. It gives you everything you need for your equipment. So if you're somebody that wants your equipment to be done and over with, fine, go ham, buy from that pack. But a lot of things gives you everything you need for your equipment, like Doom's Arena, the Rose of Legends, like a lot of things gives you what you need for your equipment and killing zombies and doing your ruins and dailies and all that stuff. All right, officers again, killing zombies, doing dailies, elite recruitment, the envelopes, the golden envelopes. If you do the hack, not the hack, the tip, no need to buy from the officer store. Same thing with construction. You should take your time when you're trying to raise your city. Well, yeah, I mean, once you're a C34, you're solid, but it depends how far progressive your world is. So if your world has the max city is C37 or C38, and then you are C34 going up to C35, I think you should be fine, depending how long that those cities took to be a C37 and C38. It may take you a year. I think it takes people like a year at least if you on a budget. But again, an alliance, if you're trying to get into an alliance and they see that you're very active, it's okay. Take your time. But you should try your best to get to the same troop levels as your teammates. That way you are helpful during the attacks. So, like uranium, once you pass level 30, no, actually, no. Once you reach level 30, doing Medici, getting into the uranium mines, buying uranium from there's that event, like from the season events, I think they're called, that you have to you give resources to get an item from it, and you get another item that you can go to the store of it to buy some specific stuff, if that makes sense. I'm trying to remember what's the name of it, but you can buy uranium from that as well by using those resources. Um, most things you can obtain from the black market. The Alliance daily quest, you get some good stuff here, like speeds and heals and all that good stuff, resources. The exchange store, which is a distribution center, you get a lot of things for officers and for zombies and equipment. Like it gives you everything you need. So just stack up on green or blue officers, keep selling them. If you get the officers you don't need, just sell it and get enough coins to, get everything you need from here. And this is again the black market, but this is the other side of it, which you can sell your resources to get this specific money to get, something. There's some things here that are good, and sometimes there are below the gold, so like on sale gold price. Some are good, some are bad, but you know what you need for your city. All right, let's see. Any questions on this part?
This is a good time to mention not to sell Kingsley fragments in the distribution center.
Not to sell what?
Not to sell fragments for Kingsley, just to acquire more coins, and
Yeah,
instead use it for the 6-star.
correct. Do not sell your Kingsley there. Just use him to roll for your 6-star. All right. All right, moving on. Let's see. I hear noise. Root. Mute. I'm gonna keep muting people. All right, moving on. I know it feels like this is so boring, but like it's very. I just hope it's helpful for everybody because it's a lot, to be honest. It's a lot. As a new beginner, there's so much and you feel overwhelmed. But I hope this helps you, like, see a path of where to start, if that makes sense. Anything island. As a budget player, don't worry about the island. Don't worry about it. Don't even, don't worry about it. Island is just an extra for those who can spend. Some island items are good. Yeah, they're good to have, but it's a lot you need to spend to be able to get to that item off the island. So don't bother with it. But there is something you can budget, the Lucky Wheel event. So, the Lucky Wheel event, apparently, and I have tested it, you can buy the coins and not even use them. Don't even touch them. The game will make you wanna use them, but don't. Let's say you just buy them. They can stay, it can be saved. They will stay in your inventory until the next event come up. So what do I mean by this?
Oh,
So let's say
that's not right.
what?
I wish I knew that.
Well, okay. Well, now you're gonna learn today. I'm gonna teach you today. And I think B-Time for this because B-Time is the best. Anyways, let's say you're gonna buy 100. So the Lucky Wheel event, it is guaranteed at 500 coins. You are guaranteed to get the item you want, which could be the movie theater, the live house, or the water theme park. For if you're somebody that is budgeting, if you're buying only $100 worth of coins, you buy the $100 worth. Don't even touch it. Don't even spend them. Just don't touch it. You bought them. Next month, the event comes up again. You buy another $100 worth of coins. Again, don't touch it. Don't do nothing. Leave it alone. If you do that for the next 5 months, actually 3 months, because we already did 2 times, it will take you 5 months to get a guaranteed price because you will have by that time 500 coins. And you spread out your money instead of spending 500 right there and then in that one day. You know what I mean? So you're spreading out your money here. But at 5 months, you can guarantee yourself a movie theater, which is it has a pretty good skill. One movie theater is like enough. It's a pretty good skill to have. Or the live house or the water theme park. So, but if your budget is much smaller, $50 worth of coins per month. It may take you 10 months, but hey, in 10 months, you got 500 coins and you can get your movie theater. So, doing it this way, you're spreading out your money and you're spreading out the budget to get something that is an extra. But these three things are pretty strong island decorations to have. So it's not that bad. You're still saving up. You're not spending $500 in one thing on one day. It's but either way, it's gonna take time. You just need to be patient. All right. But hey, this is all about budgeting. And again, movie theater is a really good one to have. Helps you a lot in uranium and other solo events. Okay, and I think I stopped there. That's pretty much. Wow, I talked for how long? For 1 hour. Damn, 1 hour passed. Wow, that was fast. All right, so yeah, that's all I have.
Can you share that spreadsheet?
Yeah, I'll share the spreadsheet. There's links like in YouTube links and all that. And again, I do stress to buy blue coins. I'm not promoting the game. I'm just saying you avoid paying extra taxes and you can just legit pay the whatever the pack is worth. And you can honestly do budget it out easily because sometimes when you buy through the phone, it takes longer to take out the money, and then out of nowhere it takes out the money and you're like, what did I even spend on? And with blue coins it's just instantly. So that's my suggestion. Big suggestion. But yeah. So I'll share the spreadsheet and then yeah, you guys, anybody has any questions, I'm here to help as best as I can.
What about the benefit cards?
Oh, thank you, Lexi. I forgot. I
Welcome.
completely forgot. The benefit cards. I mean, I know it's like a big duh. Like you need to buy the benefit cards. You as a beginner, the uranium pack card benefit card, yeah, buy it. That's the first thing you're gonna buy. Um, and the gold one, it's good to have as well if you're in a more peaceful world because it gives you the extra gold. But if you're not in a peaceful world and you're constantly using your gold for shields, it's not really that worth it because it's like $20 for 30,000 gold, but it only gives it to you 1,000 every reset. It's not really that worth it. But hey, it's extra gold. It's extra gold you can have. But buying both of them is $40. Remember, your budget is 100. For those that their budgets are lower, this is an example. Remember, your budget's 100. You already spent 40 for the first month for those two packs. Now you're left with 60. You know what I'm saying? So you need to see where you're gonna prioritize. You're either gonna prioritize gold or you're gonna prioritize uranium. To me, if you want to build your city and uranium is it's a big resource that will make you take forever to upgrade. So my suggestion, you're better off starting with buying the monthly uranium pack. That way you have a good amount of uranium for you to upgrade a bit faster. Yeah? But hey, everybody has a different budget limit and you are your own person. You know your monies. You know what to budget. You
I have
decide,
another question.
Throw it.
What about that new one that they just introduced where you get a guaranteed 100 uranium from the gobbler and then 2 chances every day to get more? Or 1 chance to get 100 and then 1 chance to get more.
Here's the thing for me. I don't like chances. I want it guaranteed. You know what I mean? It's the same with the gold chest event that it rolls and it says like, oh, you get 50% and then you get 40% if you do the dailies and it only costs $4.99. And then
The multiplier one.
yeah, the multiplier one. It's a chance. It does not give you, oh, it says it will give you 20,000 gold. Who has won 20,000 gold from that thing? I bet you nobody. The max I seen was like 7,000. Which is, hey, it's for $4.99, 7,000 gold is not bad because the regular gold pack is $6.99. So it's not bad. But then again, it's a lot of chances. I don't like those events that it's all about chances. I want it to be a guarantee for me, for my money's worth, Any
I
other
think I
questions?
saw someone win 12,000 once.
Really?
Once.
Once. Yeah,
Yeah.
once. It's like a 1% chance. It's not guaranteed. But yeah, I think no.
For the multiplier, I haven't seen anybody get anything above 7.4K or something.
Right. And for me, I get like
Oh.
6,400. That's all I get.
A friend of mine from 734 actually won the what's it called, the lottery prize for the group start buying event. And he won 200K. So
I mean, that's
you know,
again
sometimes luck is
chances.
on your side.
It's a chance. But hey, but again, you will still gonna participate in the group buying event. Just buy something that is 199, get your ticket, and that's it. Wait for those 2 packs to come up to be able to buy and buy those 2 packs. And maybe you get lucky and you be the chosen one to get the 200,000 coins. You know? But yeah, let me see if there's any questions out here. Any questions? Any advice you want to give as well?
The good thing about the blue coins, aside from, you know, getting the packs for what they're actually worth without the preconceived tax, is that you can actually restrain yourself in terms of your own impulses. If you put in, let's say, $100 worth of coins and you decide for yourself that that's it for you for the month, it will help you just monitor the way that you spend and what you spend on, so you can optimize it for yourself for the next month.
Yep. Okay, so I shared the spreadsheet on the chat, the streaming chat. You guys can go ahead and look at it. I may edit more into it. Maybe something comes up, then hey, more budgeting advice. Or maybe I'll make it a little bit more fancier, I guess, but it is what it is. Bishop, thank you for subscribing. Um, but yeah, I have nothing else to say.
Also, the Starlight event, the new one, with where people send the obnoxious rockets that pop out on your screen.
I hate that event.
The first pack is mega value though. I don't know if it's $192. I believe that it is. Please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But you get, I think, something like 5 Zeus fragments for it, which is usually what you would get for the first pack for the dailies.
Anybody want to comment on that?
He's right.
Is that the new event where you gotta you choose people to give hearts or candies or whatever to?
That is
Yeah,
correct.
the popularity contest.
Yeah, I don't get that event. I just abstain. Like, it confuses me.
It's just another cash grab.
It's the dumbest shit
Exactly.
they ever fucking came up with. I'm sorry.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't include it because I don't. It's not something for
It's a
the
fucking event
average
in the game
player.
that doesn't do anything for the person, the individual itself. You basically have to. Is it sissy? Oh, it's broken already. Yeah. It's not gonna pop open. It's gonna leak out. Leave it like that, or open it. I don't
Or
know.
you're like in
Open
a
it
whole
and then
different
fucking.
conversation.
Oh shit.
Bronx, come on. But yeah, so
One more
the
thing.
rocket event's not worth it. But as you said, that pack, then yeah, for that 1 pack at least.
When my nation went through a merge, the other people came to us just to, you know, be in a newer world, and they said that they had the war officer one with Zeus that you recommended to buy in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
They had it again because they were in a new beginning in a new nation. I don't know if that applies, but if people are going through a merge, please check it out because again, value over money.
Right. I remember back in the day, there was a lot of 99-cent packs. of the officers, and now they only give you Zeus.
Is there anything worth buying in the weekend?
In the weekend. Ah, if you're somebody that's always playing Void, Elite War, and Frenzy, the Iron Blood event, don't even bother going in there. It's just a money pit of a event, but it brings some really good packs. Some really good packs for cheaper price that you can use for your Void and Frenzy and Elite War events. So instead of using it on Iron Bloods, you buy them, save them up for the event that your team prioritize, and you're good to go for a lower price.
Yeah, if you go into Iron Blood, just for you get merit, which is useful. So you don't have to spend. Just go into one round of Iron Blood and have fun, kill off your troops, and be done with it, and you'll get merit.
Yeah, but it's not like Chaos Land that it gives you tickets for free to use to be able to speed up. It doesn't give anything like that, right?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Nothing's free
So
in Iron Blood.
exactly. So for somebody who's in a budget, they don't want to overplay themselves for the event. Maybe just sit there, do one attack just to get the merit. I'm not sure. Is there like a limit score that's like guarantees you to, like, if you reach this much of points, you get this much of merit?
No, but it does have a firewall of the leaderboard. So if you are in the first, let's say, top 200, it will allow you to advance to the next stage, which means that you can get like 300 more merit from that phase as well.
But you do get merit from the first phase.
So basically, you have to make it to the next phase. Like you have to make it to phase 2 and to phase 3 to get the merit. So if you don't make it to phase 2 or to phase 3, you don't get the merit at all.
So yeah, so that's my point right there. So for somebody who's an average player, and if their stats are not up to there or are par, they're just gonna waste their money and their resources and not get to round 2. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah,
they're
no, that makes
better off.
perfect sense. And
Yeah, so the person is better
you're
off
actually,
just. Oh, sorry.
no, I think you're actually hurting your nation too, because if there's no chance of you making it to the second round and you put your city there, then the other nations there can attack you for points. It makes it harder for your good players to beat them because you're feeding points to the other nations.
I mean, the good thing about that one is there's no nation score. Like it kind of doesn't matter if you go get burned, but like, so it's an individual event. Like that's okay, but like
Yeah, like from a team perspective, it doesn't matter if you get burned, but if you've got a whale that's pushing for a placement, you're hurting that person specifically.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I meant.
That's a good way
Yeah,
to wake up
so
with half your army
yeah.
missing because you got expelled.
So yeah, so you're better off just buying the packs and just you can get your merit in the other events anyways, and especially Elite Wars. And you're doing people do Elite Wars once or twice anyways, mostly once a week, but you get a lot of merit from that. So Iron Blood is not a necessary event for you to be in. Just buy the packs, and you're good to go for the other events, which are more prioritized events that alliances do prioritize. Let's say it's global conquest comes in, and a nation wants to get to finale. All right, get the Iron Blood packs, save all those speeds up, and you can use them for global conquest instead of wasting them in Iron Blood. You know what I mean? And
Good
global
suggestion. I'm
conquest
no longer
gives
gonna.
you merits as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip Iron Blood from now on. I don't like it anyway.
I never played it. I never set foot in there.
It's a mess.
But
Don't forget to do your zombie uprising every week. You get officer fragments from that.
yeah. EXO, what is the spreadsheet?
It's something that
Oh, it's the
gives you all the
Sayed
net positive.
spreadsheet. Yeah, it's the Sayed spreadsheet from it's our technically it's our spreadsheet.
Exactly.
Yeah, the one that I posted is my it's just it's simple. It's just a simple version of it because again,
Wait, you
n-
posted this on the top of the message board?
yeah, the link I posted is the one I was showing. Look, mine is just simplicity, because like when you're a new player and you're starting, there's so much that you feel overwhelmed, right? And I can just send anybody this spreadsheet. Again, the person's gonna feel overwhelmed because there's a lot of things to look at. It is a very helpful spreadsheet. It is very helpful. The green is like this is a good pack to buy. This is like a so-so, not too good. This is like not worth buying. That's what the green and red and orange. That's how Sayes explained it. So yeah, this is a really good spreadsheet right here. Like here, it tells you which of these are good, which of these are worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just something that me and Woody were talking about. Wait, can you actually share me the one that you were just describing? Because I think that would be better for the people that I'm teaching in this world that I'm in.
It's right here on the top. If you scroll a little bit up, it's right there. The budget AO is the name of it. It's right there.
Oh yeah, I apologize. I see it.
It's okay. Like I said, I made it yesterday, so it's like not. I'm not saying it's the greatest spreadsheet out there. No, it's not. It's just a very simple directive spreadsheet for somebody that doesn't know where to go. Because again, there's so
No, I agree.
much to
It
do.
is very simple.
Yeah, it's very overwhelming. So this is more for somebody like, okay, I don't know what to focus on. So here I give you the options. Okay, so if you want to focus on this, you can do this and that, more simply. But I'm sure there's probably a spreadsheet out there that's more mastery level, I guess you could say. But yeah, everybody's welcome to share the spreadsheet to their teammates. The videos, since we're kind of still live, but once I end the stream, you can use the video as well because like I go through everything, so you can use the video as well. You can share the link. But yeah, I think I'm done. I think we're done. I think everybody, uh, yeah, I think there's no more questions. I think we're good, right? We're all good.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and post a comment in the comments.
And if you're feeling really generous, you can buy Nikki a coffee.
Yes, do buy me a coffee. I'm very tired. I worked so hard last night, all night. During my job, like a night shift. So I was like typing and typing, and then I started editing. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm working on memes, and I'm having a really hard time on the memes. I'm already have somebody from 72 already asking me, "Where's oh, give me patience. It's hard." But yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream. So let me end the stream, everybody, and